What's cracking, YouTube? Not my frame. Anyways, what are you guys up to? I just got done going over training with basically the body manufacturer. They also gave me another manual, which was nice, a more updated manual. And we basically talked about some of the things that they don't want us doing with the strong arm, basically, which is basically all common sense. But, you know, I don't know. So, the body manufacturer and strong, which I've gotten answers from multiple people with different answers, right? So, the body manufacturer says you have to be in a stationary position to put the strong arm down and lift it back up. That's what the body manufacturer's telling me. My buddy who owns a strong truck, that he went down to Strong and bought it from them, Dan, he said, you know, Strong told him you could be going 30 miles an hour down the road and put the thing down. That's what they told him at Strong, apparently. And I'm inclined to believe what he's telling me because he's a good guy. The day went good. Okay, so back to the day where I cut the live stream off and we were having the problem, the double time video. We had a problem with the arm. It didn't want to go back up, and then we how do you put it, anyways, it went up, and then we went the rest of the day without any problems. So it worked the rest of the day. So I don't know what the problem could be. They don't really have a clue what the problem could be. It's kind of like a ghost, you know. Ooh, excuse me. But the day, other than that one malfunction, like on the second load, other than that, the day went great. We worked 10 hours a piece. So that was an amazing day. Amazing. Like, you know, we got a lot of work. And Tuesday, we're going to be doing that again. But this time, it'll be with my official employee. So I gotta basically go through training with this guy on how to run the arm. I gotta, you know, just, you know, there's also another thing that they were telling me, that I gotta check for updates on the strong arm like once a month or once every 2 months or something. You know, hook it up to Wi-Fi and do, you know, check to see if there's any updates for the system, because they work out bugs and they find bugs and, you know, this and that, and, you know. Although I'm a little weary of updates, right? Because we all know how those manufacturers like to slow your stuff down after a certain amount of time because they want you to buy something new, right? So that is a real thing. Like, you know, Apple did that, you know. They got in trouble for that from what I remember. You know, they were slowing down the older iPhones because they wanted people to buy new iPhones. And they were doing that through updates, right? So I don't know if they do that or not with this. But when we were there, the arm worked perfectly, of course, you know. Nothing ever goes wrong when you're trying to show somebody the problem, so who knows. And I'm not, okay, so one thing I want to be very, very clear on. The body manufacturer has been amazing. They really have been amazing. The only thing that has been the issue is the strong arm, right? Which the body manufacturer, they didn't really they don't make the strong arm. It gets shipped to them fully made, right? and then they just put it on, right? And they're kind of in charge of the warranty stuff, but they didn't design it. They don't, you know. So you can only ask them to do so much, you know. But no, you can't take it off, Jay. You got to have the strong arm, man, because you can haul the extra weight. That's what makes you the extra money. But slowed down your iMac too. Yeah, see, they're known for doing that stuff, you know. They are known for doing that stuff. So anyways, he came up here, he gave me a new manual. I showed him some of the stuff I wasn't happy with, and they're gonna address it. They got a mechanic, you know, that I've been taking it to. They're gonna, I don't know when they're gonna get it in. Obviously, they're not gonna be doing it on Monday, which I really wish they would, you know, because nobody's working on Monday, you know, but of course they're not, so, you know, we gotta find a free day where, you know, we can get it in there and they can replace the wire for the tire sensor that I repaired, and replace a hydraulic hose that got really scratched. It peeled off some of the rubber just because there was a zip tie on something. It wasn't allowing the hose to move, and it was in the wrong position, and it just got scraped. You know, when the arm was going down, the hose gets pushed into this square box. It just peeled off part of the side of the hose. So, you know, so that's got to get replaced. But all that stuff's under warranty. Basically, there is, you know, they cover, the warranty is like 2 years on most everything, and then 3 years on a few things for this box. So that's a really good warranty. 3 years and 2 years. I mean, 2 years is a good warranty, you know, to work the bugs out, you know. So I'm happy with that. But at the same time, you know, hopefully there ain't that many bugs, you know. I got a question for you guys. Is the screen shaking at all? Do I look like I'm shaking? Do I look like I'm shaking at all? Because when I'm looking at the screen, it looks like I'm shaking like hecka bad. It's where the phone is mounted. You do look shaky. Wait, I look shaky, or the film or the recording is shaking? Yeah, I'm shaking. Dang. That's because you guys are right on the windshield, right? And the phone isn't mounted like close to the dash, and I got you guys in horizontal view. There. That's probably a little bit better now that I'm slowing down. Yeah, that's because the mount is, it's just in the air. Yeah, Mike, that's exactly why I'm shaking. You read my mind, Mike. That was the real reason behind the shaking. So actually, I was reading the manual, and this PACCAR motor, it's not really redlining until about 2200 RPMs, is what the manual says. Isn't that crazy? I mean, obviously you don't need that high RPMs with the diesel motor. Yeah, there's nothing I can really do about the shaking, guys. I apologize. Unless you want to sit in the cup holder. Yeah, I'm in the new truck. I smelled something. I smelled burning plastic. Well, nothing now. Must have been a car in front of me or something. I got the AC on, blowing nice and cold. So yeah, I got done talking with the manufacturer. Motor loves RPMs. Yeah, this thing's pretty torquey though at low end. Like, I'm actually surprised. Like, you know, 1,000 RPMs, it doesn't sound like the motor's lugging at all. Like, you know, like I'm at 1,000 right now. 1,000 is when it starts to, you know, it just really gets going. So some things they went over with me that I didn't know that I learned. There is a fuse box basically under the passenger seat. See there, it lugged a little, and that was about 700 RPMs. But that was, you know, once it got above 800, it didn't really lug at all. You know, 1,000 is good. I think it was one of the cars in front of me. I don't smell it anymore. But under the passenger seat, that's where they have all the fuses and everything. So that's pretty cool. And supposedly the box has an air shutoff, so when it gets to the top, it's supposed to shut it off before it bottoms out, right? Yeah, I'm in a new rig. You can just tell by the cylinder. You can just see the cylinder right there. On the old Pete, well, for one, the old Pete's black, and it doesn't have a shoulder seat belt, so it looks like I'm never wearing a seat belt. Which, I like the lap belts. I wish they would go back to those. Dang it. Started the live stream and I forgot that I was supposed to stop and get fuel. Oh well. We'll stop later. Are you somebody's clock now? Are you on somebody's clock now? No, I don't know what you mean by that. I'm not on the clock. But yeah, I met with the dealer, the sales lady, and the bodybuilder. No, I'm not working right now. I had to drive the truck down there because they didn't have a super dump to show me on, right? So they just showed me on my truck. I shortened the mud flaps on the back. I didn't tell you guys my dirty little secret that I ripped one of the mud flaps off the first day I had it out. I ripped it off. I backed up to a pile of 4 to 8 Corey's balls, and I guess I got a little too close. I was trying to make a good pile, you know. They don't like it when you don't back up half far enough. So anyways, I shortened the mud flaps up. They're good now. Shouldn't have any more problems with that. Yeah, they finally offered me some training, which is funny because the guy was like, this is my first training I've ever done. You know, so that was kind of funny. Yeah, so he told me about, you know, some of the things that I need to watch for and pay attention. That's a nice Corvette. But what's the paper on the back window? Oh, that's the temporary license plate. I get to run on the temporary license plate for 45 days before I have to transfer it into my name. And the dealer was like, just run it on run 45 days and then transfer it. That way, you know, save you some money for a while. No, he basically didn't say nothing. I mean, we talked about it a little bit, Blake, but he was kind of explaining to me how the valve works, and it doesn't really make any sense. Like, I mean, so you guys seen the little square cartridges, right? I showed you guys those in the other video. And there's a hole in the center of it, and the valve goes up in between it, right? it basically goes in like that, you know. And he was saying that the only thing that he's thinking is possibly that the voltage going to is fluctuating, right? Which isn't giving it the proper voltage, maybe. But the mechanic didn't really know what voltage to check. He just checked them all and was comparing the voltages, and he said they seemed all kind of the same. So no, he didn't say any common problems. These are basically brand spanking new. They haven't really done this type of model. This is like a newer model of the strong arm, a newer model. That guy ran that light. I should have ran it. Got it right where everyone can see it. Did he say anything about common problems with the units? No. It might have been air trapped somewhere. Exactly. And that's another thing I'm thinking it might have been, because they had to change the cylinders on the strong arm. Yeah, I'm the test mule basically. So they had to switch the cylinders because they were bypassing. So they did switch cylinders. Yeah, it could have been airlock. There could have been air somewhere in the system. And that's definitely a possibility, Blake, because I was seeing air bubbles in the hydraulic fluid coming up through the sight glass. So that is definitely something that could have happened. Test mule should be paid by manufacturer. I agree, Blake. I agree 100% on that. 100% on that. Or David. My bad. You guys both have blue wrenches and it looked like blue. David got it right. I'm giving Blake the yeah. I think this thing shifts better right at 1700 RPMs. Like 16 to 1700 is right where it wants to just fall in a lot easier, it seems like to me. Yeah, that's why Blake, see, Blake's got it down. Blake's got good ideas. I love bouncing ideas off that guy. More RPM is better. Yeah. Well, more RPMs cost me more money for fuel, you know. The green for the economical is right between 1,000 and 1,500. Like if I want to get good fuel economy, 1,000 to 1,500 is what it says. Are you guys excited to interview the new driver? What kind of questions are you guys going to grill the new driver? What kind of questions are you guys going to ask him? That's what I want to know. So what did your buddy think about your truck after driving it all day? Well, he said he liked the PACCAR motor. He said the strong arm is finicky. He said, you know, he said I'm probably going to make some money with it, but he said, you know, I'm going to make some more once it's paid off, you know. He said hopefully I don't have any more problems with it. But he loved that. He loved the PACCAR motor, and he's had a cat motor in his truck, and he said he's had nothing but problems with it, and his warranty's up, and he's like, I want to get something different. And he didn't want to go with the Cummins because he bought a brand new Cummins, right? a truck with a brand new Cummins in it a while ago, and I mean, it was like 10 years ago or something. It was crazy, a long time ago. And he said, but it was the brand new. It was supposed to be the big horsepower, everything, and then after, what did he say, 15,000 miles? I think he said 15,000 miles, the motor blew up. And Cummins would not stand behind their warranty, and he had to foot the whole bill. And he said after that, I never wanted to buy another Cummins. Left a bad taste in his mouth is what he said, you know. So, I guess it threw a rod or something, I don't know. Oh yeah, we're both trucks are working Tuesday. They overheated like crazy. Yeah, both trucks are working Tuesday, unless my driver does a no-call, no-show, which I hope he doesn't. How much fuel is it gonna use? All of it? Yeah, it's gonna burn it all up. Just give it time. It'll burn it all up. It'll definitely do that. So, just to give you guys a little taste, what day was it? What day did we double shift this or have two trucks running? That was that yesterday? Yeah, that was yesterday. We brought in $2,600 yesterday. That's big money right there. That's big money. $2,600 one day. And that was only one shift for each of the trucks. So imagine if I did two shifts each of the trucks. That's $5,000 in one day. Literally, $5,000. I mean, obviously that's gross and you gotta take out for fuel and paying the guy, but still, I mean, you could gross $3,000 if you ran both double shifts easily. I know, Blake. I know. When I seen those numbers at them, I'm like, man, I need to double shift this truck. I need to double shift both of my trucks. Yeah, I got more drivers to hire. Which truck did better on fuel? Oh, this truck easily does better on fuel than my Detroit. Easily. And I will say this. This truck easily gets better fuel economy than the Cummins and the Cat motors I drove when I was working at big rigs hauling truck and trailer. Easily gets better fuel economy. I was getting 4.5 when I was working for big rigs. 4.5 miles per gallon. Just past you, I'm reading in that cool truck. Where'd he? I didn't even see him. My buddy just texted me. Yeah, that Detroit, it sucks the fuel up. 4 miles to the gallon on average. 7 unloaded and probably like 3 loaded or something. But it averages 4 miles to the gallon. It's easily 150 to 250 bucks a day. Easily. This truck is closer to 150 to like 175 a day. Let them break it in a little bit and then fuel economy will go down. I hope not. Normally it goes up, doesn't it? I thought they were known to go up in fuel economy once you break it in. Man, traffic. Traffic's back to normal. Coronavirus traffic is over. We're back to normal stop and go now. But yeah, when I drove the Cummins ISX, was it the 15? I think it was the 15. Can't really remember. Or the Cat 3406B, or the C15. I always got 4 miles to the gallon with those. 4, you know. Even though they were new trucks. This one, 5. All day. My buddy that drove it all day, he was loaded all day long. All day. 5.1 miles to the gallon. Loaded both ways. So that's really good. I mean, that just says right there that if you're only hauling one way, you should easily be able to get 6. You know, and that's what I was getting when I drove it. So it's got good fuel economy. I'm really happy with the fuel economy. That's going to save me some money in the long run. Like I said, I'm happy with the Peterbilt. The strong arm thing, I don't know. I did get a rock chip right here in the window. I got it repaired today. You weren't paying for the fuel in them trucks, though. You would have been getting 6 if you were paying. Maybe, Blake. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. But there was a time, man, I was really... When the boss said, you need to get your MPGs up, I tried my hardest, dude. I swear, the highest I ever got was 4.5. And I was literally, you know, I felt like I was lugging the motor, you know. Like, I was, you know, keeping the RPMs low. I was, you know, I was not, you know, heavy on the throttle. None of that stuff. Yeah. Well, it's funny because they were so full of crap. They would be like, oh, I get 7 miles per gallon easily all day long. And I'm like, no, you don't. They were just so full of it. They were like, you know, they were full of it. There's no way they were getting 7 miles to the gallon hauling 105.5. Not happening. Yeah. That's what I told him. I said, yeah, okay, I'll try and get better, you know. And I did try, but it, you know, it went up like 0.2 or something, you know. John. I'm sitting in stop and go traffic, man. I'm literally going 5 miles an hour. And there's plenty of space in front of me. Plenty of space. Tell that to Johnny Law. I'm not touching my phone though, so it's totally legal. Totally legal. Yeah. It would be nice to have an auto, Blake. I will say this, the next truck I buy is going to be an auto, guaranteed. I'm done with manuals. Other than my Detroit, there really isn't any benefit to having a stick shift anymore because, like, you can't even hear the truck rev up. You can't even hear the Jake brake. You know, it's... What's the point in having a manual other than the fact that you can feel what the truck's doing? I'll sell you a Sterling. 10,000, Blake. You got it. I'll be down to pick it up tomorrow. Deal. Deal. Later, Chris. You have a good one, man. Hey, have a good weekend. It's Memorial Day weekend. I always get these Memorial Day is for the service members that have died, right? And then Veterans Day is for the ones that are still alive. Am I right on that? Pretty sure I'm right on that. Thank you for everybody that, you know, has... It's not a weekend to just barbecue, you know, it's... We got to barbecue in remembrance of those that have given their life for this country, man. That's a serious thing right there. And I've had family that have served. You know, my grandpa served in the military. He wasn't in that long, but he still served. during Vietnam War, but he never got deployed or anything like that. He was in the Air Force, but that still counts. And my cousin Gene, you know, he's in the Army. So, but I mean, they're still alive though. So, you know, Memorial Days for those that, you know, died. And so this really is the greatest country in the world. Like, I cannot stress that enough. Like, and if you think this country sucks, then unsubscribe from my channel now, because the reason I am so successful is because this country allowed me to be successful. You know, the government was not controlling me. You know, they didn't hold me down like in other countries. In other countries, you can't do what I did. You know, you can't become, you know, millionaires in 5 years, you know, in other countries. That is not doable. Later, John. Thanks for checking in. Thanks for checking in. The new truck is working great right now. The arm malfunctioned on me the other day, but only once. But we were able to get it to go back up, and we finished the day out. So it was just like a gremlin. It could just be the valves are, you know, they're still so new, you know, they don't want to function 100%. I don't know, you know. You know, that could just have been one of those things, you know. So it worked the rest of the day. Like, no problems the rest of the day. So, I don't know. You know, but this really is the greatest country, man. I mean, land of the free because of the brave, you know. Dang, everybody's checking out, but the number keeps going up on people watching. We were at 35, now we're at 41. Wait, what? What, did I do something? What did they say about your brake fix? They didn't say nothing. They didn't say nothing because they know what I did was smart, because it saved them money. That's why they didn't say nothing when I was there, you know. Here's the thing. With that wire that got smushed from the mechanic that I fixed, if I wouldn't have switched those air cans out that same day, I would have had bald tires again. They would have been forking out another $1,000 in tires. So, you know, I get it. I get the reasoning why they want the brakes to lock up if there's a malfunction, but that's so stupid. It should come off the ground and lock up. It should not just unpressurize and lock, you know? Like, I get if there's a flat tire, you don't want any pressure on the arm, because what's it going to do? It's going to destroy the rim, you know? I get that. That makes 100% sense to me. Depressurize the arm. But lift it off the ground 2 feet, you know? That's what I would program it to do. Well, if that were me. Another thing that he wanted to make sure I knew, that the tarp is completely separate from the strong arm. They're not integrated at all. So, you know, if the driver isn't paying attention and he sets that strong arm down on top of the tarp, it's going to crush the arms. There's no safety feature on that, so it'll just destroy the tarp. So, you know, he's got to be very aware of that. You guys about to find out how much this super dump takes in money. We're about to go fill her up. How tall is that thing? Oh, it was so funny though. So check this out. When I was at the dealer, 16. Oh yeah, we got plenty of room. When I was at the dealer, my buddy Dan showed up. He's got a super dump too. It's a strong arm. And it was the funniest thing ever. Because, right? So, as you guys know, I'm like, you should be able to lower the arm down while you're driving, you know? At like 5 miles an hour or slower. That makes sense, right? How low is my tank? It's a little below a half a tank, and that was from working all day yesterday and driving down to Tacoma today and back. The DEF was about halfway too, though. The DEF, you got to fill this up every day. It's a small tank, man. It sucks. Don't get DEF at the pump. Yeah, they don't have DEF here. But why not? What's the problem with that? Like, oh, a penny. Okay, let's set you guys up right there. Can I set you guys right there? Okay, stay right there. The price at that pump sucks. Yeah, it's $2.45 a gallon. You guys want to pay that for me? Let's see. Debit, yes. Enter PIN. Okay. Oh, dude, you know I picked that penny up. You know I picked that penny up, dude. You know I picked it up. Yeah, the fuel is definitely halfway. Let me show you the light. You can see it halfway. There's a little water in the bottom of that. Barely any, though. Few, at least it looked like water. Okay. Alright, let me show you guys what I do all the time. That's what I do. That way that thing never falls out of there. So here's some things I noticed. Like, when we were talking about the strong arm and everything, some things that I found. Like, let me show you guys. That hose is down to the wires. I put some grease on there, that way it would slide easier if it rubbed up against that. It totally scraped that thing. Totally scraped it. And then another thing I noticed when I was just barely, I just noticed this today. Look at that. Right? That was from the mechanic. That was literally from the mechanic. What he did was, when they replaced those cylinders, I guarantee you this is what happened. When they replaced these cylinders, because they had to replace these, the guy put the pin in, he didn't check the orientation, and he just slapped the thing with the hammer. Broke that weld off. It's supposed to hold the pin in a certain location, right? But you can see it's completely cracked off there. But luckily, this is welded on this side, so the pin isn't just gonna pop right out. But that's just little things like that, guys. So I shortened the mud flaps up a little bit. Let me just show you where they sit. Easily halfway up the axle. It's time for a lawyer. Check this out though. When these go up, like, see how high up it goes? That's where you want it, because it'll never get pinched off, you know, so. Yeah, they look good. Yeah. I mean, I've heard of people, like, removing DEF stuff on semis, too, but I don't know who does that. Get the thing on hot rocks ASAP. I'm making the same money on dirt as I would with hot rocks. So, yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. So a full day so far. We're about to see how much this is going to cost us. I'm going to catch up on these comments that I couldn't read because they're like 3 paragraphs long. Yeah, you sit in hot rocks, save some fuel. Yeah, you're right, Blake. When you go in to get a shop to store all your equipment. Dude, that's like a year or 2 down the road probably. They would not fly in Ohio. Why wouldn't they? They're below the axle. Like, that's the FMCSA law is has to be to the center of the axle or longer. And it's longer. Didn't have to think on the hot rocks. They look bomb. Need a new mechanic. Yes, I do. Shake my head. I would weld it. Yeah, I would too, but I mean, they have to do that type of stuff. You could be saving 30 cents a gallon. On what? David, hot tail emissions ruin everything. Yep. You literally picked a penny off the ground. You know it. That's good luck, man. That's good luck. Some people say it's only good luck if it's on a certain side. Man, I see if you find free money, it's always good to pick it up. Besides, you could drill a hole in this thing and that would be a cheaper washer than buying one at the store. Ohio mud flaps can't be any higher than 4 inches off the ground, no higher. What? Is that true, Blake? Hey, Brian, what's up? Oh, not much. Just, we're getting ready to fill this thing up. So you can see, $100. And we still got another 10 gallons easily. We still got another 10 gallons put in there for that. That's liquid money. No, dot rules have to be 5 inches off the ground to be legal now. All mud flaps. No, you gotta measure from the center of the axle to the mud flap. That will tell you how long they gotta be. Yeah, see, that's what I thought. Maybe 4 inches off the ground if you're in a personal vehicle. Up, it's a dot right center. Every state has its own tyranny anymore. Yeah. We gotta fill this baby up. She's gonna run hard Tuesday. $54 people are watching me put diesel in this. Okay, 53. We're almost there. Okay, we're taking bets. What's the cost? How much? Blake says 120 to 130. What are your guesses? What are the guesses? How much? Put a Duramax in it with an Allison, run forever. They don't make Duramaxes for semis. Back up and show the truck. $300, $134, $134, $137, $170. Come on, hurry up, guys. How much money did I put in this thing? In the chat right now, in the chat. Tell me.
Here in Ohio, the DOT will write you up. I get road calls all the time to replace them with my job. 140, 165, 159. Actually, I'm going to change mine to 112. Don't, Blake. Don't. 150, David, hot tailing. He got the truck when it had 150k miles. He parked it at 200 due to a crappy injection pump. What are you guys talking about? A hot shot truck? Okay, how much? Okay, I'll stay. 350. That must be miles. Okay, how much? We're gonna fill it up until it is full. You know when it's full, when it starts coming out that tube out the back. That tube right there. That's when you know it's full. I'm just going off what I use. Okay, that's full enough. That's full enough for me. I mean, you can tell that's full. That's where I normally try to fill it to. All right, make your guesses right now. How many gallons and how much? $127, $51. No, 51 gallons, $127. Boom, baby. $127, 51 and a half gallons. Don't think it's good for you to do that. What, fill it all the way up? Why not? Get more miles that way. Besides, I still got 5 miles to drive home, so it's gonna use a gallon at least. Yeah, right in between. I was gonna stop right at 125, Blake, but I'm like, nah, I wanna top it off. I was gonna stop though. See, that's how you know an owner-operator, man. He knows, man. You can just tell. You can just tell. I don't understand why people are wearing masks. It just seems so weird to me. It was 38 gallons before you went to the dealer. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I guess it could say it was hard 50k miles. He beat it up out of the old truck. Okay. So, start this bad boy up. We're gonna back up instead of pulling through because that turn's a little sharp. Oh, wait, that guy's moving. We can do it. We can do it. He's leaving. We can do it. You know what my worst nightmare is with the strong arm? My worst nightmare is it goes all the way up in the air and just stops up in the up position without, you know, the driver knowing or me knowing. See, am I gonna make that turn? See, I couldn't have made that turn in the old truck. There's no way I could have just made that turn right there. No way. That was perfect. You guys gotta stop typing so much, man. I can't read it when you got 4 lines of a comment. If it's like 2 lines max, I can just glimpse at it and see what it says. My trucks go through that after 3 hours of running time. One truck goes through 500 a day. Dang, John, that's time to replace some parts, man. If it's using that much fuel, they want everyone to be mindless buffoons when a gas mask with filter, full face respirators, all that protects you. Snag a power line. Yes, Blake, that's my worst nightmare, is that he snags a power line or snags, you know, or a stoplight, you know,
That thing all the way up could hit a stoplight. I'd bet money on it. It could hit a stoplight or something, you know. Or, you know, you're sitting in stop and go traffic and all of a sudden it just goes down and crushes a car that's right behind you, you know. Because they're too close. They ain't paying attention, you know, and all of a sudden it just goes, you know, that would be scary, man. But that'll probably never happen, the going down on its own. That would probably never happen, because if that was the case, you would hear about that happening with like cement trucks, because those cement trucks with the strong arms, those have been around forever. So, you know, snagging power lines though, I could definitely see that happening. How's the excavating side of the business going? That's a great question, man. That we just finished a side sewer. When was it? Monday we finished a side sewer. The first side sewer I've ever done for my buddy's company. That was the same buddy that texted me like 15 minutes ago in the live stream that he said he seen my cool truck. So, yeah, we're about to get into that side sewer game. I'm sure we're gonna hit that hard, man, because you know, for one, buying a machine is a lot of money. I don't think he wants to do that right now, but he might. I mean, hopefully he doesn't, and hopefully he just keeps using us. Then I can hire another driver, and then I can hop on the machine. You know, and the good thing is I can tow that machine around with my pickup, you know, if I need to. With the gooseneck. It's not the ideal situation, but it is a situation. So, we just got a $4,000 check in the mail today, my wife said. So, that's good. That's good right there. $4,000 right there. Man, dude, you guys leave those paragraph comments, man. I cannot read that while I'm driving. I hope you guys know that. I cannot read that while I'm driving. There's no way. Like, if it's a one line, I can read it. If it's a paragraph, I can't read that, man. Unless I'm at a stoplight. Okay, let's see what that said. 257 pounds. What? There's some prick in the comment section of one of my videos saying I'm using daddy's money to get my truck running. C30, you're gonna get that, man. The haters are many and the fans are few. That is the truth. The haters are many and the fans are few. I mean, Dominique was just saying how how this guy was basically, I didn't know they made automatics in those big trucks, you know, it kind of insinuating that she was a female and she had to have been driving an automatic. I thought that was kind of funny, but at the same time I realized how sexist that sounds, you know. But this is kind of a man's world. Like, I hate to say it, it is a man's world. Like, trucking is mainly a guy, you know, mainly guys are driving trucks, not women. So there's gonna be sexist dudes, obviously, you know, that say that kind of crap. There are some really good female drivers, though, I will say that. But on the same end of the stick, there are some really crappy female drivers on the same end, you know. So, you know, it just depends. Are you good at driving or are you bad? You know, I don't ever judge somebody on their genitalia. I judge them on their skill. You know, if I see them doing stupid stuff, I'm gonna call them on it. I'm like, dude, you're stupid. You just ran over that steak, or you just, you know, what were you thinking, dude? You know what I mean? But haters, man, dude, haters are unlimited, man, unlimited. There's always haters, man. There's always.
Always. I watch a lot of, I've been watching a lot of Ryan Upchurch. I don't know if you guys know who he is or ever listened to his music. But there's this one song that I really, really enjoyed. Really enjoyed it. It was friggin', I was like, man, this, like, he wrote that song for me. If you guys listen to the, what's it called? What do they call it? Hip hop. Basically like hip hop rap or country rap. Look up this song. It's called Cornbread by Upchurch. Like, I feel like I could have wrote that song right there. Because he's basically talking about how, you know, when he was poor, you know, nobody wanted to be his buddy, you know, and then as soon as he started getting all this stuff, you know, and everybody's around, you know. Everybody wants to shake your hand when you're on top of the mountain. As soon as you slide down and fall back, you know, look around and see who's around then, you know, type deal. And that's the way it is, guys. I mean, as soon as I bought this super dump, the YouTube subscribership, it's been out of this world. I'm getting 300 new subscribers a month. 300 every 28 days. That's what it's telling me. 300. You know, 54,000 views a month now. So when you're up on top of that mountain, everybody's gonna be around to shake your hand. One other thing. Oh, I totally got off topic. I was telling you guys about my buddy Daniel. He was at the dealership too. He has a super dump, and I already knew the answer to these questions, but I asked him. I said, "Hey man, when you get loaded and you're leaving like the quarry, do you put your arm down while you're going down the road, or do you stop and put it down? Like, what do you do?" And he's like, "Oh man, Strong told me that I could put that thing down going 30 miles an hour, you know?" And you should have seen the body manufacturer's face. It was priceless. Priceless. Another thing, what was it? Oh yeah. Another thing, because the body manufacturer told me, he said, once I get loaded, I have to put the arm back in the stow position until I get to the road, and then I could put the arm down. And so I asked Daniel, I said, "Hey man, when you get loaded and your arm's just halfway out there, do you put it back before you leave the pit and then put it down when you get to the road?" And he's like, "Yeah, no, I just leave it hanging there." And the body manufacturer, man, he was just like, "No, you got to put it all the way away first and then drive out to the road and then put it down," is what he was saying. So that's what you're supposed to do according to the body manufacturer. And it was just so funny. And he just grilled the guy. He was like the most serious. And he said, he's like, what did he say? It was like, oh, what did he say? We're in situations where we can't just put the arm back up and just, you know, if you got to put the arm back up until you get to the pavement and then put it down, like, what kind of product is that? Like, he just blew the guy out of the water. It was just priceless. I wish I would have recorded it, because he said exactly what I would have said. Like, what kind of product is that? Like, you can't just have it halfway down until you get out to the road and then put it all the way down, you know? Like, and I see every single super dump on the road do that same thing. They flop it over to get loaded. They leave it halfway. And then as soon as they get out to the road, they put it the rest of the way down. Hey, buddy. You having a good day?
Yeah.
Yeah? You want a hat?
Yeah.
Okay, you can't have it, but you can just wear it.
Fits on me.
Yeah, it fits on you. That's the Columbia Body Manufacturing hat. He gave me 2 hats 2 shirts.
2 shirts, 2 hats.
Yeah. It was funny because he walked over with 2 extra larges and I'm extra large, so I don't know if he was calling me fat or if I'm just easy to tell what size I wear. Okay. Ever drive a twin stick? Nope. Never have. Smash the thumbs up, please. All. Yes. Hell yeah. You got some stuff to do, David? Take care, man. Does new truck have a X15 Cummins in it? The new series? No. My truck has the MX-13 Packard motor, not the Cummins. I have good moderators. Have you ever driven a twin stick like your vids? I don't have a twin stick. Thought you would be watching The Rock's YouTube. What? What do you mean by that, Blake? Feed the fire. I have a female record driver who outdrive my best drivers and are better on my equipment too. I believe it, man. I definitely believe it. David Hotelling, there is a guy I know that can help you, but you'll need to make him a moderator. Sorry, man, if you don't know what LNI is, you wouldn't be doing a side service. Side service? I don't know what you mean by that, Sid. The guy was probably driving a Eden Ultra Shift. I get so many trolls in my live stream, it's unreal. Yeah, they're probably all Justin fans, man. All of his fans are all trolls, I've noticed. Like, the time he shouted me out, like, it was all trolls just about that came over. It wasn't like real people, it was all trolls. Okay, let's catch back up.
One. Okay,
Pleasantly plump. Yes. I'm just normal, man. Like, I'm...
Okay, in here.
Okay, crawl in. Here, do you need me to move?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Let me move this leg, too. Okay. Go ahead, crawl in. Because you were going to lay the smack down. Oh, yeah. I was. You guys were about to watch that. If I got a different vibe from him, like, if I got a different vibe from him, like what you were talking about the brake cans, if they would have given me crap for that, it would have been a WW SmackDown. It would have been a SmackDown show. Like, my buddy that showed up, he laid the SmackDown for me. Like, all I had to do was ask the questions, and he laid it down perfect, man. I knew he was going to say that, too. That's why I was like, okay, now let me ask you another question. And he just laid it down the way I was like, so I'm not the only guy that says that you should be able to put the arm down while you're cruising at 5 miles an hour. Like, that's what everybody says, not just me,
Hey, what's this? What's this, Daddy?
Whoa. You gonna beat somebody up? You gonna lay the smack down? Uh-oh. You guys better watch out. Or he's giving you the symbol to pound that like button, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Can you say pound that like button?
Pound that like button.
Yeah, now do it. Good job. He's so cute. How's the 18 speed? Dude, I love the 18 speed. This thing...
Try this one.
Okay, try that one. That one's camouflage. I love the 18 speed, but I would... If I could do it all over again, I'd get automatic.
Try this one. See if it fits on you.
How much did the 359 cost after you finished it? I spent... Well, so you want to know total to date? Like, how much have I spent on it since I bought it? Or just... Or just, like, before, like, I bought it and before I got it to running on the road. Wait, what? Yes, the first one. How much I spent on it to date? I can't tell you how much I've spent on it to date because I'd have to be in front of my computer. But I would just estimate probably $40,000. Roughly.
How do they look, Daddy?
Maybe more.
How do they look?
Yeah, too much. Like, yeah, I don't even want to think about that number.
Daddy, look, Daddy.
Yeah, you got your hard hat on, huh? Yeah. Yeah, probably 40 to 50,000 probably. I mean, I'd have to go into repairs and maintenance and look at all that stuff. It might be as much as 70,000 or 80. I don't even know. But I put basically 20,000 into the truck before I put it on the road. So 28,000 total basically. We don't talk about that money. Yeah. That's water under the bridge. You know, we don't need to be bringing that back up. We're still hurting from that. Oh, which gets me thinking, man. I gotta do a kingpin and I gotta do new leaf springs on the front. It's like another 4,500 bucks right there. So, you know, what you guys like this size beard on me? I like this size, but it gets itchy, you know. Itchy. Yeah, itchy. Anyways, you guys want to see the dump truck? You guys want to see this thing? Yeah, you can come with me. It's kind of dirty. I haven't. 1 second. Yeah. Oh, you're okay.
Yep.
I'll give the shirts and stuff to my employee. Well, actually, you know, he doesn't wear extra large. What? What about it? What about it? Huh? The people love that dump truck? Yep. Do I listen to music? Oh, heck yeah, I listen to music, man. I could not drive without music. I could not do it. I did it for probably about the first, let's see, probably the first 4 months. Well, I had my headset. I would listen to music in the headset, but I was always trying to listen for like new sounds and stuff. Like, this thing's gonna break down on me. What's next, you know? Yeah, that's broken right now. Look at those 2 trucks, man. Oh man, that looks good. I can't wait till I have 10 of those. Ain't it weird how new trucks stay clean longer, or at least they look cleaner? Oh, dude, don't be sorry for the questions. Favorite band? I would have to say my favorite artists are probably like, I like NF, I like Upchurch, I like Adam Calhoun, Demon Jones. Come here, Mason. Yeah, sit. Lay down. Lay down. No, sit. 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 Come on. He ain't gonna sit. He's too excited to see me. So has the wife come to terms with the new truck purchase yet?
Hey, come look at this.
She's mad that I'm so stressed about all the problems we've had.
Hey, come look at this. Come look at this, Dad.
You'll have to pick up smoking and Mountain Dew.
Come look at this.
Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right. What? What am I looking at? Oh, Mommy put that on there? New tabs, huh? She didn't even put it right on the other sticker. She just put it off to the side. Oh. Man, that's going to kill me every time I walk by that. You can see part of the other sticker.
You did. This one. You did this one.
10 trucks will be the biggest headache you ever had. your life. I'm going to go. Have an amazing day. Yep. Check you later, A-Dog. Thanks for, why the heck are the dogs open on this? Let's just flip those. Oh, it's open, that's why. Somebody must have hopped in there and flipped that switch. There's some meaty tires. Yeah, those ones. These ones are, I don't know, they're getting down there. These ones got almost 40, these ones got 40,000 miles on them.
Hey, what's your pickup truck?
They're getting down there.
Hey, what's this pickup truck?
Does the Super Dump have an electric tarp? Yes, it does, Work Life. Electric tarp. It's got the pull tarp system. These ones are some meaty bad boys. They look so good from up here.
Those are the bad boys?
Yeah, they're bad boys.
Are they cool?
I don't know about you guys. I love these kind of bumpers that taper up like that. It makes it look so much more aggressive. I'm not the flat bumper type of guy. You know the guys that have the bumper that's down to here and squares off? I like those type of bumpers. What about you guys? You guys like those type of bumpers, or you guys like the squared off ones that are down to like here that flip up when you're going off road? I just think that's so funny. Like, why would you spend money on a bumper that flips up? Felicia said she still thinks of the Florida Gators every time she sees them trucks. Yeah, yep, I can see it. The kind of bumpers I like are the ones our drivers don't bend. Well, let me tell you, it's a lot easier to not bend that than one that hangs down lower.
Hey, it's shiny too.
What?
Shiny.
It's shiny? What's shiny?
Those trucks?
They're shiny, huh? The trucks?
What was on the trailer?
What? Rosemary's on the trailer? We got the excavator over there. That's where my employee's gonna park every time, right there.
Right there.
Right next to the old Ford.
Yep.
She's been sitting there for a while. Funny thing is, though, she starts right up. Look how shiny those rims are. Oh yeah, did I mention I polished them? I still got to do the other side, though. This side's still dirty, but they're still shiny. I got the front tires done. I didn't do the back ones yet.
See what I mean?
So, all right, guys, I gotta go eat dinner or something because I'm hungry and starving and I'm getting cranky. And what?
Come up and chili.
I'm grabbing your wiener. This kid, he's over here grabbing his wiener. Better get him an out. We don't call them outhouses. We call them like tree houses, not outhouses. Mason, inside. What are you doing out here, boy? Inside. He knows. He's like, I better go around the truck or he's gonna smack me. Inside, Mason.
Inside, Mason. He's inside, guys.
He's a good dog. All right, guys, I gotta eat some ice cream, de-stress, eat some food. No, I'm saying for. Oh yes, Blake, you're probably right. Yeah, that's a good thing. Yeah, how much do they cost? Have you ever bought one? Yeah, that way he's not coming into my house and like, hey man, I gotta take a dump before work. Blows up my bathroom. I'm gonna tell him, hey man, go to the bathroom before you come here. That's so messed up. When I build a driver at treehouse, I thought you were talking about for my son, Like a tree house. That's what I thought you were talking about. What? Is dinner ready?
Been ready.
Oh, it's been ready? Good. Awesome. See, that's what we're talking about right there. We got her trained up.
Oh, I train you.
Oh, you trained me? So what do you think of the Super Nub right now, honey? Are you still happy we bought it? Or are you disappointed or what?
I don't know.
You don't care?
It makes money for us.
If it makes money. You heard it. You guys heard it. As long as it makes money.
If not, you can sell it.
Oh, if not, I have to sell it. We can't just have it to look at it. You're waiting on her to smack me when I said she was trained. Yeah, right. Hey, back off! Back off! Blake, you trying to get me, Blake? She didn't. She let it slide, and then. Oh, sorry. Did I poke you in the eye?
Yes.
Back off! Ow! Yeah, she didn't even know I said that until you said something, Blake.
Thank you, Blake.
She said, "Thank you, Blake." We're having chili and cornbread. Look at that, man. I just told you guys about that song too, Cornbread by Upchurch. Yeah. Oh, man. This is this. You guys see this couch? We got this couch for free. Can you believe that?
No, this couch.
And that couch.
Got this couch from Nine Papa.
We have never bought a piece of furniture. Can you believe that? I think I'm gonna block that prick. You should. You should. You should, C30. Everybody that is a hater on my channel, blocked immediately. I don't even give them a second chance. If they say something stupid, you know, that's like really stupid, they're getting blocked. I mean, if they just say like, I disagree, this is what I think, then that's okay. But if they're like, this guy's a stupid moron, you know, block. Not even thinking about it. I don't need that. I don't need that in my life. I got enough stress from my dump trucks. Come here, Mason. Mason, up here. Up here. Come on, up. Yeah, oh, come here. You always put your butt on me? Is that what you like doing? Mason. You like putting your butt on me? Yeah? He's a good doggy. He's getting kind of old though. He's probably 8 years old, 9 years old now. Probably 8. Oh, Mason. He's my favorite buddy though. He's such a good dog. Aren't you, Mason? You guys have dogs? How many of you guys have dogs? And what kind of dog you got? And what's their name? This is my dog, Mason. We rescued him from a rescue. He was 2 years old, and he was potty trained. Good with other animals. Why is your leg up here like this? There you go. Come here. Come here. Come here. There you go. Oh, he's my big baby. Hey, say hi to the camera. Mason, say hi to the camera. What's up? What's up? What's up? Yeah, are you sniffing the camera? Does it smell good? Let's see. Oh, come on, can I touch the screen? Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. You silly dog. Yeah, we have a mini English pit bull. Or bulldog. Yeah, those mini bulldogs are sweet, man. One of my buddy has one. Like, I'll tell them to pound that like button. Or I'll pound their... 3 cats, 2 guinea pigs. 2 tiny dogs. What kind of dogs? What breed is he? He's a pit bull. American Staffordshire Terrier, I think is the political term. I just tell them to pound the like button or pound sand. Yep, exactly. What do you think of your mini excavator so far? I love that thing, Work Life. It's paid for itself already in the short. It has made me more money than any of my other machines except for the dump trucks. Work Life. Fun fact, a dog. You probably don't want to hear this, but in Peru, guinea pig is like a delicacy. And I hate guinea pig in Peru. You're probably gonna hate me after that. I ate guinea pig when I was in Peru, man. They raise them to eat them over there. We have 5 of them and love them. Thank you, sweetie.
Oh, look at my dump truck.
Back up. That's my food.
Look at my dump
So mini
truck.
or 120? Which one if you had to keep one and sell one? Oh, I would keep. Ooh, that's tough. I see your dump truck. I'm not sure which one I would keep. Man, I like the 120 because of the sheer force it has to do big things. But the 50 has made me way more money. So I'd have to say the 50. But the 120 is amazing to have. And I'm glad I bought the 120 because I wouldn't have been able to clear my property and I wouldn't have been able to pull those stumps out without it. You know, so it's been necessary. I heard that when we got them. You're lucky the sun is almost down here in Texas. Yeah, the sun is still up. It's, let's see, what time is it? It is 6:38 here. Oh yeah, we got a few more hours of sunlight. We still got a few more hours. There are some followers that are trashing the troll in my video. The troll thinks it's all me using other accounts. Shoot, the sun is down in Ohio. What time is it in Ohio, Blake? 8:29 over here. Yeah, 9 o'clock is when the sun's going down right about now. As soon as we get into summertime, it'll be closer to like 11, 10, 11. Which I love because you can get so much done, like, when the sun is out. Back up. Just back up. You're not getting any of my chili, Mason. Just trying. Whoa. I'm over here spilling now. Back up. Keeps trying to sniff my chili. I know what he's trying to do. 9:20. Oh, dang, it's even later in Ohio. For some reason, I keep thinking Ohio is like right next to Idaho for some reason. But you guys are even further over. Like, I don't even know where Ohio is on the map. Like, if I have to look at a map, I couldn't tell you where Ohio is without seeing the name on it. Negative? What do you mean? Left my butt off. Negative. Below Lower Michigan. Okay, I kind of know where Michigan is because they got the lakes, right? So Ohio's right over there. Yeah, I don't even know where Kentucky is. I know it's on the other side of the states, but I'd have to look at a map or something. I really have not traveled at all. At all. I've been in Washington my whole life, except for I've been to Canada once. I've been through California, just to tip the corner of it. Driving to Arizona, I drove my buddy's U-Haul to Arizona for him. And I've been to Idaho, and I've been to Utah. And I went through an airport in Georgia, and I've been to Peru. Yeah, C30, you just gotta block him, man. Just block him. and just forget about it, man. YouTube trolls are everywhere, man. How did you feel when you got your first paycheck? That's a good question, A-Dog, because I got so lucky. Like, when I first started my business, the first day I worked, I literally got paid the same, like, the next day. And that never happens. Never. You know, and I was like, oh, this is sweet, you know? And I was so happy. I couldn't believe it. Like, when I actually seen the money in my account, I'm like, it's real. Like, they actually pay us 120 an hour. Like, that's actually real. Like, I thought it was make-believe. I really thought it was make-believe until I actually seen the money coming into my account. And, because I just didn't believe it. I'm like, how can dump trucks make that much money? Like, insane. Like, I thought it was actually just kind of like, you know, everybody was just lying to me. That's what I thought, you know. Just drive till you hear banjos, then drive faster for about an hour, and you will hit Ohio. All I want to do is build my truck. That's clever. Bye. Good night. All right, later, A-Dog. You got all the good questions, man. Don't leave. You got all the good questions. Let's see. What's another question? What's another good question? How did I feel when when people owed me $20,000? I felt amazing. I'll come the next live stream. Okay. All right. Good night. All right, you guys. I gotta cut this off. I gotta eat, man. I'm starving. Did they limit your truck to 65 miles an hour? What? My wife needs me. All right. Catch you later. My wife needs me.